Have you ever felt like life is just throwing the same challenges at you over and over again? Maybe it's a toxic relationship that never changes, or financial struggles that seem impossible to escape. You keep asking yourself, why does this keep happening to me? What if I told you that the answer is closer than you think? Your life, the people you meet, and the experiences you have, they're all reflecting something deeper. As within, so without. This quote perfectly sums up the mirror principle we'll explore today. It means that what you experience in the outside world is simply a reflection of what's happening inside you, your beliefs, your self-image, your inner dialogue. Let me ask you, have you ever tried to fix something in your life, only to find yourself back at square one? That's because the real change starts with you. When you shift how you see yourself, the world around you begins to shift too. In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop reacting to life's reflections and start creating a new reality from the inside out. So if you're ready to break free from old patterns and take control of what's being reflected back at you, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why things have been happening the way they are, and more importantly, how you can change them. So what exactly is the mirror principle? Imagine reality as a giant mirror, reflecting your inner state back to you. If you've ever noticed repeating patterns in your life, whether it's in relationships, finances, or even health, these are often reflections of deeply held beliefs. The way you see yourself and the world becomes the script that reality uses to shape your experiences. This concept is incredibly powerful because it means that to change your external world, you don't have to fight with circumstances or other people. Instead, the work begins inside. By transforming yourself, you naturally shift what gets reflected back to you in your everyday life. Let's talk about the mirror principle. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, facing the same problems again and again? Maybe it's that toxic relationship that never seems to change, or money struggles that keep popping up no matter what you do. It can feel frustrating, like you're doing everything right on the outside, but nothing is shifting. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. What does that mean? Simply put, your reality mirrors how you see yourself and the beliefs you hold deep down. If you keep seeing the same issues in your life, it's often because your inner thoughts and beliefs haven't changed. Let's say you believe you're not worthy of love. Even if you meet new people, that belief will influence how you act and what you tolerate, creating the same outcome. The same goes for finances. If you see yourself as always struggling, that belief will guide your choices, leading to the same money problems over and over. But here's the solution. To change what's reflected back at you, you don't need to fight the people or situations around you. You need to start with yourself. By shifting your beliefs and how you see yourself, the world around you will begin to shift too. It's like upgrading the script that your life follows. When you believe in new possibilities, reality has no choice but to mirror them back to you. Let's talk about creating a new identity, because this is where the real change begins. Would you ever try to break a bad habit or start a new one, only to find yourself slipping back into old patterns? It's frustrating, right? You put in the effort, but somehow life keeps pulling you back to where you started. When you can't become who you want to be by staying who you are. Think about that for a second. If you want a different life, you need to start seeing yourself differently. The person you are today is shaped by your past beliefs and habits, but the person you can be is created by the identity you choose right now. So, how do you create this new identity? Start by asking yourself, what kind of person would I be if I already had the life I want? Would I be more confident, more disciplined, more grateful? Once you know that, you can start acting as if you already are that person. This is where affirmations come in. You can use simple, positive statements to start rewiring your mind. For example, instead of saying, "I'm always broke," start telling yourself, "I am attracting abundance every day." It might feel strange at first, but over time, your mind starts to believe it, and you begin to make choices that align with that new belief. And that's when you'll start to see the external world change. The key here is consistency. You have to commit to this new identity, even when you don't see immediate results. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the plant right away, but you trust that it's growing. Keep nurturing your new self, and soon, life will reflect the person you become. Now, let's talk about something that trips a lot of people up: the mirror reflection delay. Have you ever worked on changing yourself? Maybe started using positive affirmations or tried to shift your mindset, but nothing seemed to change right away. It's like you're doing all the inner work, but the outside world isn't catching up. It's frustrating, right? Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. This was said by Joyce Meyer, and it's especially true when it comes to changing your reality. The external world takes time to reflect the internal shifts you're making. Think of it like steering a large ship. When you turn the wheel, the ship doesn't change direction immediately. There's a delay while it slowly starts to shift course. The same thing happens when you're transforming your identity. Your beliefs and actions may change, but the results in your life will take some time to show up. This delay happens because the physical world is dense. It takes longer for it to catch up with your new energy and mindset. But here's the key. Don't give up just because you don't see instant results. Stay loyal to the new identity you're creating, but keep acting, thinking, and believing in line with the person you want to become, even when your current reality still reflects the old you. Consistency is everything. The more you align your thoughts and actions with your new self, the sooner reality will mirror that back to you. So during this delay, keep pushing forward. Your new reality is on its way. It's just taking time to manifest in the physical world. Let's dive into breaking the mirror cycle. Have you ever felt like you're stuck, constantly reacting to the same problems in your life? Maybe it's money troubles, difficult relationships, or health issues that just won't go away. You're trying to make changes, but it feels like the same old stuff keeps showing up. That's the mirror cycle at work. What you focus on expands. This idea, often credited to Esther Hicks, sums up why people get trapped in the same patterns. When you keep focusing on what's wrong in your life, whether it's lack of money, a bad relationship, or stress, you're feeding that reality. You're giving energy to the very things you don't want, and so they continue to show up. The solution: you have to stop focusing on the reflection and start focusing on what you want to create. I think of it like this. If you're looking in a mirror and you don't like what you see, you don't try to change the mirror, right? You change yourself, and then the mirror reflects the change. So, instead of reacting to your current circumstances, shift your attention to the version of reality you want to experience. And start looking for even the smallest signs of progress, no matter how tiny they seem. When you do this, you're feeding your energy into a new version of your life. Over time, the mirror of reality will reflect that back to you. It's about training yourself to see beyond your current reality. Yes, it's hard to ignore what's happening right now, especially if things are tough. But if you stay focused on the life you want, if you keep acting as if it's already happening, you'll start to notice changes. They might start small, but trust that they're leading to a bigger shift. So, now that you've made it through this video, what's the next step? It's simple. Start applying what you've learned. Take a moment and reflect on one area of your life where you feel stuck, where the same challenges keep repeating. Ask yourself, what belief might be behind this? What new identity could help shift this reality? Don't just watch, take action. Whether it's writing down new affirmations or committing to a change in mindset, start today. The mirror of reality will reflect the work you put in, so make it count. And remember, this process takes time. Be patient, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. You've got this. Your life doesn't have to stay the same. Inner transformation always leads to outer change.